How's it going, guys? So we've got quite the update this month. The Rust team has gone crazy and given a ton of content and some pretty significant changes. I mean, this is a moving monument, so to say, a moving rad town, a moving loot event in the sea. And the thing is, you can move around on it. So if you haven't seen my other videos on it, well, we'll cover it in here. So we've got a lot of new things to cover. Now, with this ship, it's going to be guarded by scientists. Some of them are going to be up at sniping positions, which is going to be pretty crazy. But as this thing circles the island, you can actually see where it is. There it is. You'll see it on the event. You'll see the boxes, and you can also zoom out of the map quite a bit further than you used to be able to, which is quite interesting. In the back here, you'll see there's an escape rib. So what you're gonna have to do is pull up beside this thing, take out these sniper guys on the side, and then you're gonna have to get to this ladder and press E. Whoa, whoa, it is passing us. E, I say, maybe because I'm no-clipping? It's probably because I'm no-clipping. But you're gonna get up to one of the ladders on, I believe there's two on each side. You're gonna climb up in here, and boom, you're going to have to fight your way through this place. Now, it does actually have a radiation effect. Oh, really? Whew, they are loud. You guys are loud. There we go. Anyways, there is a radiation effect that actually happens. This boat is carrying unstable radioactive material, as you can see. There's a radiation horn that will actually sign, or an alarm that will go off. And as soon as you hear that, you're going to want to bail off the ship because you're going to get fried by radiation. So, you know, if one of these just gets knocked the wrong way, there that goes. But as you'll see, the cargo ship is pretty well defended. You've got some guys up there and pretty much all around. And there's going to be lock crates. They still have the countdown, just like the Chinook ones, and you're going to have to basically defend this place. Now, a few changes have been made to the scientists. It's actually made now to where they are a little bit better at their pathfinding. The pathfinding is something they keep improving, which is great. Taking cover and so forth, medding and all that. These scientists will behave just like the military tunnel ones, and the military tunnel ones, along with these, have been upgraded to the new improved AI pathing. And so there's a little image here you guys will see, and that kind of shows what they've kind of been working on there, more or less. Another interesting thing is a lot of people have been having problems where you kill all the scientists and then they spawn back in behind you. Well, that shouldn't be an issue anymore. The team thinks they have tracked it down and gotten rid of it, which is a really awesome thing. So back to the boat, you'll see it's a pretty big area to defend. You got these crates going on around here. And you can actually make your way all the way up to the bridge of the boat. So you climb up this ladder, you go in here, you go in here. There's usually a scientist around in these hallways. And now you can climb up there straight away to the top, or you can take the stairs. Take the stairs, there's usually a few guys hanging out around in here. And you go up, 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 and you are now at the bridge. Now, there isn't any kind of special loot or anything up in here. So I'm not sure if, I think crates might eventually spawn there. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure if the loot tables are done, but as you'll see, this ladder leads all the way up to here. Once you're here, you can actually go out the back, climb up on here and snipe, or climb up here and take care of these guys if you didn't already from the boat. But they are very loud, so, oh, it looks like it's heading straight into the harbor. That's kind of funny. We're gonna head away from them because they are so loud, and we're gonna talk about the L96. So Rust has seen a new weapon. As the team has said in the dev blog, they're gonna be adding in a military variant of all the different guns, which brings me also to the M39 EMR, which you see here. Tom has done an amazing job at modeling it, and we should be seeing it in next month's patch if all goes well, which is what Helk has told me. So look forward to that one there. It is the military equivalent to the semi-automatic rifle and will be pretty awesome. But that one's not in this patch, so let's talk about the one that is, and that is the L96. It's got a much better sound to it than it did in my previous video. Definitely has more of a bass to it, more of a kind of killer sound. It has a 5-round capacity, and I've been told that when prone, if prone ever gets added, that we can actually make use of the bipod, which is a cool thing. But the main thing coming with it is the 8x scope. Now, they can spawn together with each other in elite military crates and the locked boxes, but you can also buy them, which we'll get to in a second. But you'll see the zoom on this thing is ridiculous. Goodbye, Mr. Bear. We're gonna get you. He's running like crazy. Boom, headshot. He's dead. So yeah, the 8x scope, guys. And you'll actually see they've added lines to help calculate your bullet drop, which is really cool. That's a little additional extra added to this since it's not craftable. Now your question is, well, can I put it on other guns? And you definitely can. Look, look at that right there. Yep. You sure can. And it's gonna be up to you. But if we go ahead and take a look-see at the map, the outpost is now selling the tactical gloves for 40 scrap, which we'll get to. The bandit camp now has the road sign gloves for purchase. It has the black market with the L96 for 500 scrap and the 8x zoom for 300. So for a 840 scrap, you can pretty much have an ultimate sniping experience. Well, what do I mean by that? Well, the tactical gloves actually stabilize your accuracy, meaning they 100% remove any weapon sway. As you can see, perfectly still. Let's go ahead and put the scope on here, and boom, not moving around at all. I'm not using a laser sight, I'm not adjusting with my mouse, just perfect aim. All right. Now, these guys cannot be crafted or learned, so keep that in mind. The other thing you'll notice is something people have been begging for forever. How come I can't wear boots and gloves? Well, it finally got implemented. It wasn't something easy, but they got it in, and here you go. You got 7 slots. Now, that means that the locker has changed a little bit. It looks a bit weird right now, but I wouldn't worry about it because they are going to fix it in the next patch, they said. So let's go ahead and just take a quick little look at the locker. And we have to place it on a foundation, so we'll be right back. All right, so here we are, and you'll see the locker now has the 7 little... Oh, okay, never mind. I guess it doesn't look weird. It works fine. They fixed it already. Well, there we go. Not even a thing to worry about. So with our new gloves, we've got burlap gloves, we've got our old leather gloves, we've got the road sign glove, and we've got the tactical glove. So we already covered the tactical glove. It's got decent projectile and melee protection. It gives you plus cold, it gives you some rad protection, and it gives the amazing stabilization. Available for 40 scrap from the bandit town or the scientists, okay? Or sorry, just the scientists. The road sign, which is available at bandit town, gives you plus 10 projectile, plus 25 melee, 10 cold bite, but -8 cold as you would expect with metal things. Now, is it researchable? The answer is yes. For 20 scrap, you can go ahead and research this sucker and craft them yourself. You won't have to rely on buying them from the bandits anymore. The leather gloves are still sitting at 20 themselves, and their statistics haven't changed at all. The burlap is a default BP, and it gives you plus 5, 2, 3, and 4. So that is actually a nice little addition there. You can now have some gloves early on and be ready to go. So that is actually pretty neat. I have to say, the dev team did an amazing job at really fixing up a beautiful patch for us, guys. I mean, we've got a brand new Radtown event, which was a tremendous amount of effort to make. We've got that 7th slot finally. We've got some different armored glove situations. We've got items that have a specific purpose now, like, you know, the tactical gloves remove a certain thing. Eventually they want to add in other items that can do stuff like that, and I think this is a good start towards that direction, which is really cool. It also makes me think we may see a full tactical set, which would be maybe the equivalent to Kevlar from Legacy. We'll just have to see how that goes, but I'm definitely excited to see that. Moving on with some stuff here, we're going to take a look at some awesome pictures and a little video clip. So as you can see here, there's a parenting they had to set up, and it basically allows you to stand on something while it's moving. Now, with the cargo ship, that's the first iteration of it in the game that we've seen, and what this is going to allow, it's going to allow us to be inside of different objects without having to be seated. So you could get up and walk around on a boat while it's driving around. You could stand on a raft. You could stand in the back of a truck. Or you could stand in this hot air balloon that's going to be added into the game. First flying vehicle, so to say. It's not really a vehicle, but our first flying device. It's going to be this amazing hot air balloon that the team has put together. They've done an amazing job on it. And another cool little deal of it, it will be skinnable. Not the entire basket and everything, but the balloon itself will be skinnable. So we're going to see people flying around in crazy balloons. That's going to be a really fun thing, and I can't wait to see that. It's going to be really, really neat. And with, of course, flying vehicles, we're going to need some kind of counter, and that's where the SAM turret we talked about previously comes in. They have officially announced, yes, it's going to be craftable, and it will be added around the time that we see the balloon in game, or another flying vehicle of some sort, and it will be to counter those kinds of things. You're basically your turret to take out, air raiders. So that's going to be a cool thing there. If you didn't see in my previous video, there are some new plant additions done. We have the berry bushes coming in, which will come in black raspberry, red raspberry, and blueberry. You'll be able to farm and find these around the world. Finally, you'll be able to get berries somewhere other than random boxes. Then we'll also be seeing a potato plant, which has been done really well. This should come in probably once they do some more additions to the Farming 3.0, which is something close up on the next to do for the devs on the roadmap. Also, the hemp plant has seen some love and got a new model that will fit better into the game. Looks more HD, looks more updated, and looks more like an actual hemp plant because, can't confuse it with the smoking kind of marijuanas. Anyways, little joke there. But yeah, the dev team has just done an amazing job, guys. I can't wait to see some of this stuff in the game. And on top of all this, there's still some optimizations they have done. There was some issues with shaders and shadows and stuff like that, and you can see there's the before and after kind of right here, which I pulled off the dev blog, and they said that for some people this was a pretty good increase, like we're talking like 50 to 70 frames fix. This was a big issue that was causing a lot of the problems for people last wipe, and hopefully this should be resolving it. They tested it on a i7 running a GTX 970. So if you have something better than that, you should be set to go. If you're below that, you might want to catch up with the times a little bit. You can't start blaming the game once your hardware's that old. My hardware's about 5 years old and is still better than that. So, let's not go too much into that one. Lastly, they have also gone ahead and they're doing some stuff with lighting. Right now, lights are either on or off. It's kind of weird, and they're working on getting the lighting to set up to where they're going to be on due to certain things. Maybe they'll turn on because it's a foggy day or overcast. They'll turn on at night when it's dark, things like that. And it would control the lights on the cargo ship. That's where you can kind of see it in game now. And that's something else that's going to go over to the rad towns and other monuments to kind of make Rust feel more alive and more situational. But that pretty much does it, guys. That is the overview of everything that is coming or has come into the game today. You have any other questions, sound off down in the comments below. And if you have just something to say, I hate the roof camper update, we don't need more boats or whatever all that junk is, go ahead and leave it down there too, guys. I'll listen to all of it. But thanks for watching. We will see you next time, and hopefully, probably next week. I wouldn't expect to see too much interesting stuff because the dev team's going to be winding down from the big update. And on top of it, they're going to be obviously fixing whatever bugs are introduced, because whenever you add new stuff to the game, well, it breaks a bunch of old stuff. That's just how it works. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Please leave a like. Share this with your friends, your family, your dog, your cat, your neighbor's cat, dog, uncle, friend. And I love you. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.